It's 6:30. Good morning, I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. A teenager has suffered burns to his lower legs and arms during an early morning house fire at Katara. Fire crews from Charlestown and New Lambton were called to the two-storey Fibro home in Bender Place just before 4 a.m. to find smoke issuing from an underground garage. A smoke alarm alerted the three occupants and they managed to escape. However, a 16-year-old boy suffered burns trying to extinguish the blaze, which destroyed the contents of the garage. The rest of the house was damaged by smoke. Police have issued a description of a man who approached a teenage girl in a car at Warners Bay. The 17-year-old was walking home from work along Macquarie Road at about 9:30 last Thursday night when a white sedan pulled up across the street and the male driver offered her a lift. Joanne Elliott from police headquarters says the girl refused and kept walking, but the man did a U-turn and started slowly following her, yelling at her to get in the car.
This continued for about 20 metres before a colleague of the girl saw her, picked her up and drove her home. Now, the girl told her father about the incident. He's alerted police. And detectives from Lake Macquarie Local Area Command would like to speak to a man they believe can assist with their inquiries. He's described as being of Caucasian appearance, 40 to 50 years old, with thinning hair and possibly short. The car involved has been described as possibly a white, older model Mazda.
A toddler has been rushed to the John Hunter Hospital after being bitten by a dog at Belmont North. The 2-year-old and her family were visiting friends at their Pacific Highway home and was playing in a sandpit in the backyard at about 6 last night when the little girl started walking towards the dog's food bowl. Police say the Italian Mastiff took exception and bit the girl on the arm. She's due to have stitches today. The dog has been taken away by council rangers and will be destroyed. A number of spot fires are still burning around Dungog following yesterday's wild weather. The RFS is working on a number of fires around the Hunter this morning, but they are all at advice level. A severe thunderstorm warning was issued late yesterday afternoon following a very hot day, with parts of Cessnock recording 44 degrees, while Ausgrid was also kept busy restoring power to around 10,000 homes. The Minister for Natural Resources is set to unveil a multi-million-dollar recycled water plant at Mayfield today. Tandy Chindovi reports.
Minister Kevin Humphries is set to present a $73 million recycled water plant capable of producing over 3 billion litres of highly purified water, cleaner than rainwater. A 750-metre pipeline will divert effluent from Shortland Wastewater Treatment Works to the new water plant at Steel River. The plant will supply water to Orica's Kooragang Island site, reducing its use of drinking water by the equivalent of over 12,000 homes annually. The scheme is the largest recycled water project ever undertaken in the region, and it's expected to triple the billion litres of drinking water WaterWise Rules saves in the Hunter every year. Tandy Chindoe, 2NURFM News.
A 25-year-old man is due to front court accused of leading police on a high-speed pursuit from Belmont to Swansea. Police say they noticed a Suzuki Inglis, which had earlier been reported stolen from Jules, on the Pacific Highway last night, but the car sped off when they tried to pull it over, reaching speeds of 120 in a 60 zone. The car stopped on the old Pacific Highway at Swansea a short time later, and the driver and passenger fled. One man managed to escape. Police arrested the other man in a backyard in Cork Place. The community of Lake Macquarie are set to rally behind the International Children's Games being hosted in a couple of weeks' time. The event will see volunteers, businesses and local government come together to put on the special event. Event director Jodie Tweed says the Children's Games will be a massive boost for Lake Macquarie.
We're looking at around about a $5 million injection into the economy. But on top of that, we also have 600 volunteers coming together to work for the event. We've got government, business, community, not-for-profits, service providers, all working for a common goal.
Now with sport, Belinda Delaceres.
The Newcastle Jets' luckless run in the A-League continues on the back of Saturday's 1-1 draw with Western Sydney. The Wanderers' Tom Duris drew first blood, smashing a volley through in the 12th minute before a stellar effort from midfielder Marcos Flores saw the Jets equalise in the 27th. Coach Phil Stubbins says they're on the right track.
We haven't got that first win. I think there was a step in the right direction. Marcus Flores was fantastic whilst he was on the pitch. So hopefully we looked a little bit more fluent in the front third and a little bit more threatening to hit the bar and have a couple of chances.
Meanwhile, the Jets women have left their finals prospects hanging by a thread with a 4-0 hiding at the hands of Melbourne Victory. The Jets will now have to beat Adelaide on Saturday and hope Perth can overcome Sydney in their clash if they're to qualify for the semis. And Charlestown golfer James Nitties has ended his Australian Masters campaign on a high, shooting a final round 70 to clinch a 3-way tie for second. That's sport. I'm Belinda De Las Heras.
2NURFM News Time 25 to 7.